Maxsold or not because of the... Hello! Well, hey everyone. Welcome to our live Maxsold live close. Here we go. Move my head over a little bit. Welcome. It's a couple of minutes as we're just getting started. Some of you see ads before our stuff now. So I'm just making sure that everybody's got a minute or two to catch up, because I actually... That was Rick.
I'm loading YouTube over here.
Loading YouTube over there. So I actually, while I'm live, I'm actually, I don't know, like 10 or 15 seconds delayed. So I just try to make sure everything's okay that way. Anyway, welcome to everybody. Thanks for joining us here. We got Charmaine and Brian and Susan and Scott from Jersey. Carl is here. Diana, Marianne, Elisa, and Heather and Bob and Rick. So we got 15 people. Not everybody's in the chat. That's okay. So tonight we're going to do a few things. We're going to show you our first Maxsold. Hey, Paul. Our first Maxsold that we've done in about 6 months. And talk to you a little bit about what is going on with them. We are also going to show you our auction live as it ends, so you can watch with us and see where we get excited or not. Hey, Susan. And we'll explain a little bit about what they're doing and how you might consider Maxsold as one of the things that you're looking at. Well, this is Diana. Hey, how are the bids doing? They're actually doing really well. We are really pleased. Shocked, in fact. You've been thinking all day about restarting for the third time your Maxsold catalog. Talk to me about it. We'll see, because basically what's ended up happening. So let me give you a little history on Maxsold. So Maxsold itself actually a year ago, so in 2024, actually almost filed for bankruptcy. And what they ended up doing was they ended up putting themselves up for sale. It did get purchased by a Canadian guy, actually, from London, Ontario, who had actually done some online shopping sites before, and he partnered with a couple of people from the US who were bigger online retailers. So think in the world of Faire or Shopify's or things like that in terms of how they used to build stuff. So they took it over, and in essence, they stripped it all down and rebuilt everything. So there was a while there that was a little crazy, because what used to happen is Maxsold used to host everything themselves off their site. So their catalogs were done by somebody else. All their software was done by somebody else. The app they had was done by somebody else. Everything was somebody else. Everything was really clunky.
Nothing was connected.
Nothing was connected. They were practically, I don't even, my way of saying it for those of you who may have some computer savvy, unlike me, is it's like they were using WordPress for everything. I don't know what that means. It's just I had a couple of clients who used to tell me they use WordPress and you can't change anything in it. So, hey, I shop with Tasha. And hello, Tatiana. How are you? So they finally, the new people who took the company over, rejigged everything. So they've actually rebuilt the app, and they've rebuilt the app amazingly. Like, it's so easy and intuitive now. It's just a pleasure to actually work with. And Rick and I actually do this in tandem. So I actually go onto my laptop and I write up the things. It immediately, like within a millisecond, it syncs to the cloud, and Rick has it on his iPhone, and then he snaps the pictures of it. But not only that, they've gone so far as to build it so that if you don't want to write your own descriptions, they will have AI try and do it for you. So you can literally take picture, and then say create, and it will create the descriptions and the auction numbers for you and everything. So it can't be any easier than that. Now, we don't particularly like that way. We're going to do a Maxsold, specifically how to do a Maxsold show, and we'll show you some of those things. But if you are thinking about Maxsold, it is all over the place in Canada and the US. Not every market, though. They are looking at expanding dramatically. And again, that's something this year. They have been at multiple places. In fact, they actually went down to Las Vegas for the Boss eBay thing that's put on by Vicky. And they are at retirement things, estate planning things. They've got so many meetings and stuff like that going on in the States. You can go to maxsold.com and possibly see some of it in their facts or their blog. But the easiest way to think about looking at them is this way. You go on to Maxsold and then type in where you are. So if I want to type in here and I want to find out, in this specific case, I'm in Toronto, but let me just try a different market. So I'm trying at Boston, Massachusetts. I can go in there. It immediately takes me to anything 125 miles from Boston, Massachusetts. It tells me that there's this auction closing soon. This one is 1 day, 2 days, 6 days, etc. You can also go and check on the side at live or past auctions. So you can even go in here and see there's 76 auctions that have closed in Boston. So you can go into those auctions as well and see what's sold. That's another thing you can think about doing. Yeah, everything is in Ontario. You're just looking at my sales. Yeah, Elisa was like, everything was Ontario. No, you have to change your location to someplace. So, like, and unfortunately, there's Charlotte, North Carolina. They've got one in Raleigh. That's the closest they've got one at right now that's closed. So it might be something that they're building in. And again, every time people tell us about stuff like that, we just go, okay, let us know. And we'll talk to Maxsold and let them know, hey, there's people who are interested, but you're not in these markets yet. There's the best we can do. So where we are right now, obviously, we are in Toronto. But I like looking at, because you can set as much space as wide as you can. So I'm going to say Ajax, which is actually just east of us. I usually put that in. So right now, there's 1,000 closed auctions I could look at. But if I want to look at the live auctions, again, I'll go over here, live auctions, and I can take a look at this. And here we got 91 that are within 125 miles. If I don't want to look at 125 miles, I want to go closer. I only want to see stuff that's 50 miles away. I can go in here. If I only want to see stuff that is 20 miles from me. So you can look closely too and see if there's that. Oh, Elisa's in Wilmington and she has it. Charmaine doesn't have that many in your area. Well, and again, that's something we can talk to them more about. Los Angeles, yeah, there's a lot in LA. But in this particular case, here is our auction. So there we are right here. This is the auction that we build. When we build an auction, you pick your own images. You pick 4 images to start. So we try and pick images that we think are good. We also try to, personally, we try to do stuff that actually curates stuff that's at the that's in the top 20 items. So those are tips and tricks. So we're going to do a video specifically on those tips and tricks. But this is our auction right now. This is what is live, and it is going to be, it is going to be ending very shortly. This is closing soon. And this is what the nice thing is. So when you go onto here and you can see this, you can actually sort in lots of different ways. You can sort by the highest price. You can sort by what has the lowest price. So you can see what's got nothing to bid against it or low dollars against it. What's got the most bids. All different ways for us to sort it. So what we like to do, because we're talking about closing soon, we want to show you the stuff that's closing soon. And here's our top first 4 items that are closing. This closes in 6 minutes, 6 minutes, and 6 minutes. So the interesting thing about this auction that's different from the others is we actually are doing our first auction that is not something we typically ever do. We have put in this clothing, jewelry, fabric, linens, all sorts of stuff that we've had around that we just kind of don't necessarily like doing. And the reason that we did it was we went and saw other people's auctions doing the same. So my suggestion is always you go on to Maxsold and you look in here and you say, well, you know what I'm going to be selling? I'm going to be selling some lamps. Well, I can check on here and I can search for the items. Lamp. It's got a clunky search thing, but here, hey, there's the items I have. I have that banker's light. So then you favorite that item. You have to sign in. You favorite that item. And then don't think about bidding on it. Just find the other lamps that you've got and go, you know what? Oh, I got a lamp like this Coleman one. And I want to know, see that right now there's a lot of things in here. I can go up to 72 things. I can go, wow. These are all happening at different times. Like there's some children's lamps. And oh, there's another lamp that I have exactly like this. So I can favorite those. And then I can go back to the actual, my favorites after they've ended. So I'm going to show you my favorites right now and show closed items. And I can see, I looked at this pin set and I saw, look at this. I saw this Barbie set. I didn't bid on it, but I wanted to know what it would go for. $485. This vintage set of pins, which again, I was like, who would want those pins? Well, nobody. It closed at $1. So it gives me a way for us to do things. Exactly, Heather. It's kind of like doing it on eBay, where on eBay you go, okay, I want to watch these items. This is your way to look at it on Maxsold, just to see how they do on this platform. Again, don't necessarily pay attention to one item to see it, but
$485.
what?
For the Barbie.
$485 for those 4 Barbies. Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Well, they got it, and it makes me go, I guess I got to put some more of my vintage Barbies on. In fact, I just did this, and I actually got outbid, and I bid on this Franklin Mint thing myself and bought it. Why? Because it's actually, I tried to get both of these things, but I lost this one. And I've got a couple of things here that I just watched to go, I wonder what this will go for. I wonder what this will go for. I wonder what these games will go for. I wonder what these will go for. So I wonder. Look, I've got this bid ending in 48 minutes for something that I'm winning, which is a electric grill. It's for Adrian if he's watching. I don't think he's watching.
No,
he's at his board meeting. So again, that's how you kind of go about trying to figure out what's what, by simply favoriting and looking at it. And so this auction, to us, it was all about clothing, fabric, things that we never normally did. So let me just show you, go back and see. I'm going to take you to the thing that actually I think people really want to know. So there's us. So here we are. This is us. We're ending in 3 minutes now. And the nice thing about it is every time something happens on here where you get a bid, the auction get extended. So it's live. So it actually, I'm going to click on this to make it live again in case I didn't open it up right. So when this gets 2 minutes left, if somebody bids on it, closing soon. If somebody bids on it, it will actually extend it by 2 more minutes. So it's a live closing. It doesn't have a hard close. So that's really great from our standpoint. So here's some of the things that are interesting for us when we're looking at our highest price. And we showed this last night. We have this vintage tablecloth linen lot that's got $140 bid on it. The sewing machine is at $130, paid $10 for that. The Memomatic knitting machine's at $62, and it's not complete. Rick, we mentioned that in the description. But here's a couple of fun ones. Look at this. We had this denim jacket, and it's like, how we tried selling this on Etsy and eBay and Poshmark and couldn't figure out what to do with it. No one was interested in it. It's literally like, it's like a Hannah Montana version, Bebop clothing made in the USA, and we're at $51.
So and it's a tiny
thing. It says size medium, but
it's like Miss Piggy's size.
Yeah, it's Miss Piggy's size medium. So when we go through this, we go again, it just constantly does this. We have to do a little bit of this reverting back and forth. But here's some of the things we got. A Tiffany pen that I had sitting around, it's at $50. So all this stuff is about to start ending. So go back to closing soon. And we're going to show you this. Is 1 minute left on this particular thing. So we got this estate jewelry lot that's at $50. Now here's a couple of things to think about. If we have 160 items in this lot, and we were talking about it last night. Actually, wait, I just want to see one thing before I actually go. I want to go back to the seller thing. Where is that seller tab? Seller, I lost that tab. I want to go here, no, here, click here, no portal. So this is where we're sitting right now. The auction is about to end. And before it is even closed, we're at $1,963, almost $2,000. And the auction has not started closing yet. So now it's starting to close. You can see here, there's 39 seconds. But yay, almost $2,000. The amazing thing, though, we were talking about, Rick and I talked about last night, is if you actually think about it, we have 160 items. If half of those items, 80 of those items, go up $3 in bids each, that's $250 more. So from yesterday, we've gone up $500 before the auction has started closing. So now we're time for us to see what actually happens to this, and we'll see. In this particular case, there's 1 second left. So nothing extended on this. $62 for that. 130. This estate jewelry lot sold for 50. Here's another one that sold for 60. That went up. So those two lots, 50 and 60 bucks. This Hush Puppy watch had a $1 bid on it yesterday. Had a $2 bid on it this morning. It was mine. I love this watch. It's so cute. And now there's 37 seconds on it left. And look at this. It's got its box and everything. It just needs a bit of a cleaning. And 31 bucks. The Mickey Mouse watch is at 26. The Tiffany pen's got 24 seconds left. So every 15 seconds, it'll move to another item closing. And then again, if somebody bids, it's going to go up. A Hawaiian summer dress that we knew nothing about. It's Hilo Hattie, $24. I thought this was cute, but we don't know how to sell these kind of things. Maxsold actually moved it, Andrew, to 4 at a time. So they close 4 at a time when it opens, but every time somebody bids, it can extend one of those items. So, or two of the, or all 4 of those items. So it does that. It used to do 8, and then they moved to 4 because we told them 8 was too many closing at the same time, and they actually listened to us. So these have now closed, but I'm trying to see if I get something that actually has an extended thing on it. So these are all under the time that's left. So here's, this didn't have any bid on it either. There's 1 minute left on that, and it's up to $17 now. There have been some changes which may make it hard for us to figure out what, if anything, has extended bidding, because that's, I know that's one thing. They used to have it so that it flashed.
After it closes, it will tell you.
There we go. After it closed, it said that the Hush Puppy is extended, but there's nothing that tells us right now it's closed. So 6 seconds on this one, 2 seconds, 1, and then we go here 1, and now there's 59. So it's another minute left on those, and a minute, and then this has got 2 minutes left on these. Then there's 3 minutes left on these. So you can see now, again, this is great for us. We didn't know what to do with fabric. We cut pieces of fabric that we had. This vintage wool fabric, we cut a few yards off of it. And now that's got a bid of $20. We've got a bid of 33 on this paisley, and we have another 6 yards of that. Floral cotton fabric, 28. Textured weave, $6. So all of these things are, we didn't know that this is the kind of thing that would actually sell until we started looking and seeing other people got bids on these. Now, here's a couple of things that surprised me. A vintage neon ocean green jacket and a blue color block windbreaker, and we have a $1 bid and a $2 bid. Now, I would have given my left nut, figuring that they would get more money than that dress at $6 or that Hilo Hattie. I thought they'd be $20 a piece. And no, they are down on the $1 and $2 bids, which I'm like, that shocked me. Some t-shirts that we just had, we don't care about it. A Herb Tarlick sports jacket. That $20 bid was in a while ago. The Jacqueline Smith vest just went up to $7. Handkerchiefs, regular jewelry. Now, the other thing that we hope that we want people to look at is when you're looking at these kind of auctions, $2 for scarves, $2 for scarves, but there's the bebop, is remember, it's about the auction as a whole. You don't want to focus your brain on, oh, crap, I only got this, because what we've done is we've looked at it over all of our auctions, and our average or so price for items is around $17 to $20. Now, that doesn't mean every item is getting $17 to $20. It means that some items are getting $1 and some items are getting $250. But when you averaged it out, and some items aren't selling, but when you average it out over everything, they're averaging to about $20. So we don't sweat the small stuff. That's the thing you can't see. You can't go, but I wish I didn't only get $2 for this fashion scarf. That's not fair. But it's like, oh, but I got $51 for the bebop jacket. So that's what you have to get your head out of being stuck with. Oh. So here's some of the other stuff. I've got shoes we put in here, some more fabric. It's really a mixture of stuff. I think the one thing that we learned a little bit of was we did a couple of shoe lots. I thought this would get more than $1. I've seen shoes get a lot more money. They're all at $1. Oh, well, we're getting rid of them. $3 for purses. We tried these kind of purses before on Mac or on Whatnot. Didn't sell, so now they're in here. So you can see I got a bunch of stuff right now. Those are $2 things. So they're not getting much. And then boom, an ultra suede trench coat for 35. A British mist trench coat for 17. So we have to look at all these kind of things and go, we don't mind the dollars when we end up with a $14 for this. We don't mind $8 for this when we got $8.55 for that. So that's what we have to do. We kind of look through this and go, whatever we got with $15, these two pieces of fabric were just interesting pieces of remnant fabric. And yeah, that's the big thing. We get cash and you clean out the pile of stuff that you got. So that's the nice thing as well about Maxsold is the way that it works is you're paying, this is the new people, you're paying 30% as your fee with $1,000 minimum sale. So if you are interested in thinking about doing a Maxsold and getting a $50 referral to chat with them, just email us at info@twodogsdigs.com and we'll arrange for the link, because you have to do it through us or else you won't get the $50. Plus, they may be able to give you a discount off the 30% once they're talking about it with you. So talk to us to do your intro, and you can maybe save money on your auction cost and get the $50 for talking to them. But generally look at it as 30%, minimum $300. So if you sell $1,000 worth of stuff, you get $700. Now they're also charging the buyers. So as a buyer, we pay 18% buyer's premium and we pay taxes. Depending upon what market you're in, you may pay taxes on that or you may not. In Alberta, they don't have any in Alberta, but Alberta's a no tax market, so they wouldn't be paying taxes. But they do in BC, but it won't be the same as what we pay in Ontario. California might be different. So, but the 18% buyer's premium, you don't have to pay as the seller, right? You're the one getting it. So this is sort of interesting as a different way to think about it. So how many have we done? I think we've done like 25 to 30, Rick.
Well,
there's actually a thing called the Maxsold Seller app, and this shows us all the ones that we've done. But right now, this is we just opened one. So right now our total on this one is $2,000. But you can see our last one was $500. Our one before that was $2,500. Sorry, let me make that bigger.
we're at 42.
42. So here's our last three. So this was only this is a terrible auction, $500.
Yeah,
This
it's
was
already putting
2,500.
us in a past sale.
This was 2,000 on the auction we're in right now. We're over
It's
$2,000.
still open, but it's calling it a past sale.
Which?
Auction 97737.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the open app, and then this is a catalog we just created. And again, it's really easy. I'm going to show you really quickly. In the catalog, this is how easy it is for me to add something. All I have to do is add a new lot, and I'm going to go blah, blah. Oh, I'm going to give the lot number 44. I'm going to go blah, blah. And I'm going to copy and paste that as my description because I think that's what you should be doing. And it's immediately synced. So if you go on the side here, look at it's already here, blah, blah, number 44. So all Rick has to do is open his phone and then he can take pictures of it and blah, blah will have pictures done by it, right? He's going to do that while we're talking. But let's go back to our auction and see where we sit live right now. So we're live. We're going to hide the closed auctions that we've got. So again, we got a bunch of stuff that's a little bit of money. We got stuff that's good bit of money. So these are 16 seconds. It's 15. The lady's hat lot is up. Those Guess shoes were at $1 a minute ago. Now they're at $5. The sash shoes are 13. Those are 1. Those are 1. So again, we got stuff. If we want to go, well, I'm really interested with whatever. 130 lots are still be closing, but I want to see how much. Have we got any with good money? Click on highest price. This one has still got 10 minutes left. This one's got money. This one's got time left, 10 minutes, $43, 35, 38. You can see there's still a lot of stuff that's got good money in it. I've tried to sell that patchwork denim clutch purse so many places, so many times, couldn't get anybody interested in it for less than $20. I think I had it for $5 on Whatnot.
The pictures are up for blah, blah.
And it's $29 already. So Rick just added the pictures for blah, blah. Let me find where it is now. There it is. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Blah, blah. Look, he added the pictures. They're there. That's how simple it is to do this. Again, let me go back to our live. So we know there's a bunch of stuff that's ending. And if we wanted to look at the close items, again, we can look here and you can see, sort by lot number, low to high. We can actually see this had the bidding extended. These didn't. As you can see, it just says closed. These all closed with no extra, but that bracelet went up to $23. Bidding was extended. Bidding was extended on the paisley fabric. Went up to $60.
What?
The paisley fabric went up to $60.
No.
The textured weave went up to $9. This went up to $3. The blue one went up to $3. Yay! This went up to $20. Oh my goodness! The denim blaze T-shirts went to $20. We never thought we'd get rid of those. Rick had to take the pictures of those on the floor of our kitchen because they are so big. They're 3X and 4X, and the 4X, I swear to God, could fit 3 people. Costume jewelry here sold for $8. Bidding was extended. So again, you see, there's some stuff that the bidding was extended on. The Guess shoes I mentioned, the Brambleberry. So these are all closed when nobody added any bids to them. So some people are going to come and they're going to be so thrilled because they got a couple of pairs of shoes for $1 or $2 or $3. But that's okay for us because we are now clearing space, and where is it? We are now at 2065. You can see it's live. It actually is moving when you do that. So I don't know if we're going to get above 2100 or so, but I'm still thrilled. We got 166 lots that were in there. We've had 53,000 views. I'm gonna make that bigger. 53,000 views to our auction, and 97% of the items are going to sell. Now, see, that just jumped. It just had a bid. You saw 111 went to 1114 from 1113. So it's exciting to look at it. Well, the squeals are already happening. The squeals for us are like, oh my goodness, we got $50 for the bebop jacket. We got the linen towels at $140. It's like, oh, you lost your internet. Thank goodness for a cell phone. Dad. Our first ones, were they really low? Actually, no. I think our first auction, if I'm not mistaken.
You can look at the titles.
Yeah, I just don't want to go through all of those, Rick, on screen.
2,800.
Our first auction was $2,800.
1,000.
And then 1,000. Okay. I'm not going to go through all of our 45 auctions. So it was good for our first auction. Let me go back.
I could go through all of them. I've got nothing better to do.
Yes, you do. You want to take over the show?
No.
Okay, then listen to me.
I don't listen to you.
I know, but you have to listen to me.
Why?
Scott says, my wife has a lot of clothes and shoes that are new that she never wore. She might try some of her stuff in additional to your reseller lot. No, Scott, and that's just it. It's all over the place with what you could potentially sell. You don't have to have an auction that has just a certain kind of thing. You should have an auction that has a bunch of different stuff. And if you look at other people's auctions that are in your area, you'll see. One of the things I remember telling people, one of the most famous ones that I recall was I was searching. I did a search and I searched for Pez. And Pez dispensers came up, and there's this one Pez dispenser lot that had like 3 really good Pezes in it.
Oh, the no feet.
The no feet Pezes, old no feet Pezes. And I went and looked at it, and the entire rest of the auction was some brand new electronics, some resale Amazon boxes, pallets, nothing vintage, no vintage toys, except there's one lot, an $11 bid on it. I bid 20. It went for like $467 or some ridiculous amount like that. So people find them if it's a mix. Now, we do things a little differently. It's just our way of doing it. I'm a bit of an anally retentive curator. So I put the first 20 items, I try to make sure there's a mixture of them. If I have 5 lots of jewelry, I don't put them as lots 1, 2, 3, or 200, 201, 2, 2, 203. I put them as lots 150, 190, 220, so that it's all across that. So it's all over the place. Not on our auction, but we were just in an auction that was filled with last minute bids. Like the one I just lost the thing on, that was filled with everything was last minute bidding on that. So how many lots per auction? Well, this is where it gets where you should be doing. You should look at doing minimum of 120 lots per auction. I'm just going to scroll up here. You should look at doing a minimum of 120. If you can do it, 160 to 200, because probably 20% or more of your items are only going to get $1. So you need to average it out. And you want to make sure you're putting in good stuff. Please don't put in crap. Now, the reason I say that is because I know some people who went and tried a Maxsold from our craft group and put in crap, like literal broken crap and things like that, then complained that they didn't even make $200 or $300. And I said, no, because you put in a bunch of crap that should have been thrown out. So you're not using Maxsold as a place to just toss crap. You're using Maxsold as a viable platform. And I know it may sound like a lot at 30%. You're not shipping anything. You're not packing anything. They are advertising and driving people to your site. The only thing you got to get used to is a $1 opening bid and letting it ride. So you can't take anything back. Something buys for $1, but the things are up there. They are one pickup time. So we have a pickup on Sunday, and we'll film that and post that in our kennel club, and probably on our YouTube channel as well. So it's literally a Sunday. We've got 3 hours, and people just walk up to our door. They go, here's my invoice, and we hand them the stuff, and they walk away. We've only had one question in 45 sales from somebody about something they bought, and we actually showed it to them and said, look, this is what you bought. And he goes, that's not what I bought. I thought I was buying this. I said, we don't care what you thought you were buying. It's an as-is auction. If you have questions or you're not sure or you didn't like the photos, don't bid. Your bid from them is a commitment to buy. If somebody doesn't like the 5 things that they bought, like my scary part right now is I look at things like this and I go, if somebody really doesn't like the fact that that's $140 for literally, this is what every picture, the description, vintage, tablecloth, linen lot, nothing else. No sizes, nothing about stains. We just picture 1, picture 2, picture 3. They're all folded. Picture 4, picture 4. There's a stain down in the bottom corner right there. You can see it. If somebody comes and says, oh, these aren't what I thought they were, yeah, take it up with Maxsold. You bid on that lot based on that photo. That's what you get. So you don't have to fight anything. It's Maxsold, because you also don't have the money. Maxsold takes the money. Maxsold does all the banking. Maxsold does all the taxes. There are alternate things out there like HiBid, which is can be good for a lot of people to use. We've looked at it. We're still debating about whether we're going to do it in the future, possibly. But the challenge that we have with it, I'm going to get those closed ones, see what's closing now. $4 for a sunshine towel, $6 for a genie rack, $26 for some fabric, for quilting fabric. Oh, we're getting rid of the baby toddler for $11. The Woody Woodpeckers are at $28. So again, I didn't care about some of this stuff. We don't know what it's going to go for. That fabric tiki palm tree fabric lot is at $3. This one's at $37. And this has got a minute left on it. This fat quarters. And these were our photos for the fat quarters. Folded, and one picture like that, and one. That's it. Those are our pictures. Now, Rick did a really good thing. Was he thought, let's do this and let's color them. Let's put them all together. So we knew they were fat quarters. So there's the purples and there's the greens. I think somewhere else, there's more fabric panels that we've got, and we showed them stacked and then showed them like that. So HiBid is available in a lot of places that Maxsold isn't. But here's the challenge with HiBid. You have to do your own advertising. I mean, there is a way. HiBid does have their site, but you have to really advertise and push your ads yourselves. Maxsold is pushing ads out in Facebook all the time and Instagram, and that we see our own ads. You have to collect the taxes. You have to remit to the people. So you got to do all the banking. Potentially, you got to do run the auction, advertise the auction, send out the invoices, do the collection. Maxsold does all of that. And to us, that's worth 5% on itself, at least. So 30%, Poshmark's 20. Etsy can be 15 to 25. eBay can be 15 to 25. So it's really about the same price. An auction house, a live auction house, 30 to 35%, sometimes 40%. So you got to keep those things in mind. Again, HiBid lets you set your own starting price, though. You can start bids at $5. But if you start bids at $5, You may not get a bid at all. That's one of the reasons they like the $1 thing. As Rick says, like, yeah, we've had other auctions, 158, 168. This is 166. When we've done auctions under 100, like 80 or 90, they've been, depending upon what it is, a vintage toy auction that we've had has done really well. And so our next auction is going to be a mixture of all sorts of stuff. So we're going to be doing vintage toys, regular toys, decor, Pyrex, paintings, pictures, a bunch of stuff. And so that's all going into our next auction that we're starting to work on already. And the great thing about how this works, again, is when you have your past auctions, remember this was the catalog that we did, that we showed you that we were starting to do for the new one. This was in an old auction and it didn't sell. You can actually go now. I'm going to see if I can manage to do this. Go to manage my sales. I can go to this past auction. And on here, on my desktop, I actually have a duplicate of this county fair poster, right? I had two. And this sold. So, but I can take this, copy it, and I can say I want it to go to this catalog. And I'm going to give it a number 31, 33. Copy lot, and I'm going to go to the catalog. And now, let's go back to this catalog. Now look at this. Here it is. With the pictures. So it's done. Yeah, that's the one I bid on that I told you I won the one thing, the Elizabeth Taylor thing on. I actually found that through a Facebook ad. But so that's the thing I love. Now you may have to do a couple things. We do a picture, and I got to take this picture out because this actually has a number on it that we're not using. But all my other pictures are there. So if I don't need to do another picture, this is already in my auction. And that's what's happened already with, again, if I go up to the top, I go back to the catalog. All of these items are already sitting here, and I don't even have to catalog them because they either didn't sell or they weren't picked up. And that's the other great thing I forgot to mention is that when something is not picked up, you still get the money.
Yeah.
So it's considered abandoned. So when you think of something that's considered abandoned, they don't pick it up. It's their problem. They got to deal with Maxsold. You get that item. We've had items sell in 3 auctions, and a friend of ours has one sell in 4. We've sold an item 3 times, 3 different auctions. We sold a suitcase. We sold multiple things like that. We sold a suitcase that sold for $85. Nobody picked it up. Then we sold it again for $26 and nobody picked it up. And then we sold it again about a year later for, I think it was $45, and that person picked it up. But we ended up making the money on that 85-25 ad. We have items that had 0, and we sold them. What we'll probably do with some of the fabric is, because we have extra bolts of that, we may even ask the people, if you're interested in more of that wool fabric, you paid $20 for 2 yards. If you'd like another 3 or 4 yards, we've got it. We can cut it for you right now, and you don't have to pay Maxsold. So you don't have to pay the buyer's premium or taxes. No, they have to pick it up the pickup day that's sitting on here. So our particular auction, it's a good question. They can't string you along. Our particular auction, the pickup information is right here, and it tells them that the pickup date is this. And as they bid, they have to know that that's the pickup date. Now, we give people an extended pickup time. That's the one thing that we do. It's a little different because we keep names of people as well. That's one other thing. So it did close at $140, Rick, for the whatchamacallit? The tablecloth. So we're thrilled with that. Let me get to the closed item, hiding the closed items again. So we still have 70 items that still have to close. So I'm not thrilled. $1 with those. $11 on the penguin sneakers. I'm happy. $2, $1. $12 on the wallets. That's nice. This is surprising. That embroidered floral pillowcase, that $19. But I don't understand the Susie Star granny nightgowns only got $1. Maybe because it's a junior. Here's some handkerchiefs. And we have to watch. We actually have an issue that may come up between these two. One of the pictures duplicated in this. So we may have an issue when the person picks those up. Here's the fabric lots. It's got 2 minutes left on that. The fat quarter. So we still have $10, $20, $30 things here and there. This pillowcase at $27. Let's see where our total is now. We're at, oh my God. We're up to $22.92, Rick. No, but it's like, that's how quick the bids went up. And if you remember the last time you looked at stuff, this was at 11:34.
At 8 o'clock, we were at
99 bids have come in since the last time I went to that page.
At 8 o'clock, we were sitting at 18:55.
At 8 o'clock, we were sitting at 18:55. So they get it on their invoice. It actually comes on their invoice. So it doesn't show up to anybody else. All that will show up to anybody when they go in is they will see, where are we? There. They will see, I'll go back up to here, the pickup information as it's East Park Boulevard with a generalized map. So that they can get an idea where it is. They can click on this and they can go, okay, it's somewhere around here, but they don't know the number. So that's the way you can sort of check where you have to go. And I've done things like that before because I just want to see whereabouts that I have to drive to, like the one I have to drive to now on Saturday to do a pickup. Oh my God, you guys. Looks like... Thank you for the Legally Blonde reference. It took me a minute. Oh my God, you guys. Look like two dogs is gonna win the prize. When it comes to auctions, there is nothing. We don't compromise. Oh my God, you guys. Nobody else is probably going to get that. Except Elisa and, of course, Rick.
I don't want to get it.
Do you find what day of the week you end matters? Yeah, so to give you how they work, Maxsold actually makes you have 2 days after you actually end your auction. So our auction ends on a Wednesday. Pickup can't be earlier than Saturday because they give you time. So if you end on a Thursday, your pickup is on Sunday. If you end on a Monday, you can set a pickup whenever you want. We set our pickup for Sunday. But the auctions I bid on tonight all have pickups on Saturday, but we've set ours up for Sunday from 12 until 3. Pretty well everything that ends on a Thursday night picks up on a Sunday. Everything that ends on a Wednesday night picks up on the Saturday. And you have a maximum of 11 days that your auction can be live. So we launched this a week ago Friday. And that's the one thing you want to do. That's one of our tips that'll be on our Maxsold tip video, is you want to launch this with the longest possible time. So we launched it on Friday. So it had 2 full weekends for it to actually be visible to people. So 11 days.
Did you see Carl's note?
No, I'm in the middle of talking. So
Okay.
did you star it?
I can't. I'm not.
Oh, you're not in the thing. Okay. So you're listening to me before you...
No,
What was I saying now?
I don't remember.
Because you weren't listening. Now, well, somebody help me. What was I saying? Yeah, you got a song from me. 11 days. So you're there for as long as you can. We've done 3-day auctions, and that actually is where our lowest have been, $1,000 one. But it also depends on what you've got. So our next one, again, is going to be a whole mixture of stuff. We'll do a live close for that one as well. Let's get back to our bid gallery. So our auction, it says, is going to end between 8:15 and 8:56 because there's 4 items per thing. So 4 items per minute. And if we got closing soon and we hide the closed lots. So this is what we've got coming up. So we've still got we're at 217 of 266. So all of these things are still coming up. The other toddler thing got a $6 bid. Oh, we got $7 on the African print shirts, Rick, and $6 on another one.
Yeah, those went up.
A bunch of jeans that we found that we had actually listed on eBay 8 years ago, and we found a tub with them. So we just pulled them all out and we put them all in here. We're not getting much on them in many cases.
But they'll be gone.
But they'll be gone, yeah. Another craft lot of jewelry for $40. I'm happy with that. A couple other things that have low bids on them. Denim Blaze shirts. There's the 4XL, which is gigantic. That has 6 minutes left. And here's one of the fun ones. The Rick James, I'm Rick James bitch t-shirt is $21 for that one t-shirt. Rick has got a big kick out of that. Our bolt of fabric is up to $33, Rick.
I see that.
That's nice. Another, ooh, like kind of, ooh, I like it when you can go, things that make you go, ooh. So not a lot of great things left on here. $5 on this, $5 on that, $35 on the Maple Leaf sweater. So we still got about $100 and some odd left to go. And given where we're standing right now, I don't expect us on our catalog to, I'm trying to figure out what page it's on, sorry. 2346. So we have about 60, 70 items left. So when you think about that, 60 or 70 items left. So if you got 60 or 70 items, and each one of those items goes up by $2, that's another $120. So I will be thrilled if we break 2,500, but I don't think we're going to break 2,400. What do you think, Rick?
I think we will get really close to 2,500. I'm going to be optimistic.
No, I haven't actually tried selling eBay. On eBay, you do 7-day auction. Yeah, we try and do those too. Nothing good. So there's a good company while you work on listing. Do we front load the best stuff? No, we actually try to space stuff out. So if you saw, one of the last items that we have on this bid gallery is this Maple Leaf sweater, some shoes. We put jewelry in there towards the end, that bolt of fabric. That jewelry is all like 242 out of 260. So we try and mix our stuff all over the place. If you front load it, you could end up with everything as $1 at the end of the day. But again, this is all stuff that we're like, oh, I broke this out and said, here, we'll do this belt or thing and we'll put it up, and it's got $8 on it, which I never had to think about before. And again, it's stuff that's going to go. This is the whole thing for us. It's stuff that's going to go. So we have had our big highest price stuff disappear on us, which is those three things. Now, I did front load these. I made sure that these were up front, but this was not. So you can see item 101, 102, 180, 104, 122, 237. So our sixth highest thing was item 237. So it's sort of all the way through. 136, 113, 103, 107, 184, 182. So I didn't expect to get $43 for that napkin lot either. And we have so many linens and stuff. It's ridiculous. Like, this has still got 8 minutes left. It even shows you on here. $37.56 for the fat quarter lot.
I don't understand that.
I do. I'm happy.
Because
I'm happy. Huh?
I don't understand how they've gone up so high.
No, but that's just it. I like the fact when they jump up like that. And this is the nice thing. We used to love when they had these before because they actually had it and it was colored. So you actually saw them turning pink, flashing when they got an extra bid, and flashing when they extended the bids. You could see all the time. It's not as fun now for you guys to watch it or for us to watch it, but we still like, oh.
Lot 237. It's up to 60.
What's lot 237?
Jewelry craft
lot. So another jewelry lot just went up to 60. So it's actually going to be our fourth highest lot now. There it is, 237. Up to 60. There we go. So I'll go back to here. So again, if you're thinking about doing a Maxsold, it's so easy. The thing about doing it is your examples are so simple. You just take a picture. You don't have to describe it. You should put a measurement in, but if there's damage, you just take a picture of the damage. That's what people are going by. You don't have to go into long descriptions. You don't have to do AI crap. You just very simply, if you look at any of the things that we've got, if you want to look at any, look at this. This is our estate sale crafter lot. This is one of our biggest descriptions that we've got in something that's live. And this is what it says. Estate sale jewelry miscellaneous crafter lot over 2.5 pounds. Unsorted, many pieces are singled, may have flaws or missing pieces, may be great for crafting. Rings, earring, necklaces, bracelet. No guarantee on what is in the lot. What you see is what you get. And we got $60. Take a drink every time we say fat quarters.
What's so special about the jewelry lots?
There's a lot of people who actually craft these things now, doing big things with crafting. So you'll see, if you search for like Christmas trees, you'll see people making Christmas trees out of old jewelry, making all sorts of photos and stuff like that. So it's actually a really big thing for crafters. Probably on Etsy, you'll see that too. Yes, that's the problem. Adrian does this too. When he did his Maxsold, he was doing eBay descriptions. Don't do that. you do very simple descriptions. So I'm going to show you another one just to give you an idea of another description that we have. Vintage tablecloth lot. Again, remember, this was the vintage tablecloth lot that we got. And our description for it is vintage tablecloth lot. That's it. Nothing more. So it's so easy to do the listings. Again, take a look down below. If you are thinking about doing it, then it's really simple. You can get a hold of us, talk to us. We'll connect you with Maxsold. There's there's $100 referral fee that we get that we'll split with you. Like when we get the $100, we'll send you 50. All you have to do is talk with them. Once you do your sale, if you can tell them you're going to do 3 sales in a year, you could probably get something off the 30%. I don't know what. I can't guarantee you. They'll review with you what you sell, how you sell, what platforms you're on. They'll take a look at all of that, and they'll come up with something that hopefully incentivize you. And so you may get a discount on the 30%, and you get $50 for going through us. That's basically our way of getting an intro. We used to be able to give you $100, $125 credit, but they stopped. The new owners stopped that. We decided, actually, yes, that was us. Subjectively, we said, if you want to have a different pickup date, it's $40 worth of stuff. We're not going to hold something to another day for someone who bought something for $1, unless they bought something from us in the past a lot. We have a number of people who are frequent buyers from us, and we have people who bought from us and then left stuff for 3 auctions in a row and then come up after the 4th auction and picked it all up. That's okay. We know who they are. They get in touch with us through info@2dogsdigs as well. It seems that they are, hey, Tamara, seems to be less jewelry, so maybe more crafters are going in there. Yeah, because they used to see tons of those bags filled with stuff in there.
Oh, and the vases.
The
FTD
vases filled with stuff. The $100 credit doesn't happen anymore. That's the problem. So, Tatiana, if you're thinking about doing it and you haven't done one in a while, still connect through me. Let me try and reintroduce you that way. So I'm not sure whether they'll give it to me. If they give me anything, I'll split it with you. That's frankly all I'm saying. It's because there's no other way for me to say. If you decide you want to go to Maxsold yourself, go ahead. I'm just saying, if you want $50 to talk to someone, go through me and I'll get you the $50. As long as I get the $50, you get $50 because it's $100. Ooh, that's nice. But I said, I even said to them, what do I give them? What's the incentive for them to say, yeah, Craig, introduce me? They said, there is none. Thank you. I guess I'll split my $100 in 2. At least it's giving you an incentive again to do it. So how are we doing, Rick? How many items we got left in the auction? We're getting near the end.
Well, we're at lot 253.
Oh, okay, closing soon. We're at lot 253.
12 items left.
So we have 12 items left. And where do we sit with our total? Don't tell me, Rick. Let me, because it's not hidden anymore if I show these things, right? 2, 4, 3, 6. Who do we think are in the sticks? So we hit the $2,400 mark. Yay! So 30% of this is going to Maxsold. So 30% of 2,400 is roughly $720. But that means that we're going to get a check for $1,800 for everything that's here. $1,800 to get rid of all that stuff. All 160 some odd lots. We're going to have a check handed to us for $1,800. We have 3 hours when we get rid of not just 166 lots, 400 or 500 items.
The Dunham Blades lots, 246 and 245 have jumped up.
Oh, good. So, again, 200, sorry, what did I say? 400 plus items that we don't have to pack. We just have to give them to somebody in a bag. Yes, Doug, it makes it so easy. And Doug gets to greet them all and bark at them. Thank you. Why am I getting anxious? No way. I know. Well, we're anxious about it too. I am thrilled because this is going to be one of the, and it gives us more money to spend at the thrift store. Well, actually, it doesn't because we can't find anything other than that chess set that you saw yesterday.
It helps us pay our property.
It helps us pay our property tax. It's making up for like a month's worth of 2 months worth of eBay sales. There's one sale in one night that only took us probably realistically a week and a half of a few hours here and a few hours there to put together. And it's made up more than we could ever make up on eBay. And it gives us room, lots of room, because we're trying to get rid of a whole storage locker. And the other storage locker we have is filled with clothing and linens and things like that. So now all of a sudden it's giving me great vibes to go, hey, I can now take the stuff that we're sitting around and put it in there. I can take stuff that's up at my Roadshow Antique Mall that isn't doing any good. And I've had it there for 3 or 4 months. And I can bring it back and get rid of lots of stuff.
4 items left.
4 items left. Charmaine's been buying on auctions. Maybe that's why there's less at thrift stores. Could be. I know that a few people buy at auctions all the time. So thanks, Susan. We're happy. As I say, we're quite happy on it. I don't see that moving at all. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's gone up. It was frozen on my page. So I don't think we're going to hit. We're so close, but I don't think we're going to hit the $2,500 mark. No. We're so close, though, because we only have a couple of items left. So
1 item left.
The last item left is that sweater. It's gone up to $46. But again, remember what we said is if we were actually lot number from high to low. 11, 46, 5, $1. So that top didn't sell. So guess what? It's going to go in the next auction. That headband lot didn't sell. Really strange. We've sold that headband lot in 3 other auctions for about $12 to $15 a piece. The Minnie Mouse girls jacket. And we don't want to sell them, fine. We'll just donate them now. $18 for a guest purse that I couldn't sell on Whatnot for $3.
17.
Cracker Factory bag for $5, which has actually been in a Maxsold before and didn't sell.
10 seconds.
$33 for the fabric. Yay! There's the other girl's headband lot. And Rick James bitch sold for $21. So we're thrilled with where this is sitting. And again, remember, take a look down here. Interested in Maxsold? Send us a message. Check us out on Facebook. Send us a message there, or send us an email at 2dogsdigs. Again, we'll try and connect you and see if there's a way that we can help you get your online auction with them and find a way to get reduction in your actual rate from the 30% down. You never know what it could be. It's not going to go down to 15% unless you can tell them that you're going to do like $10,000 auctions, which you may have the ability to do. There's a couple of people right now. There's a company near us on Queen Street West. They have 1 auction every week. Their auctions are loaded, and I don't know how they do it. And their auctions do $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 an auction. So in a month, they're doing $20,000 worth of sales. We just don't have the time to do that.
Well,
so
we might be able to do more sales given the new process.
The new process may help us a lot.
Use the laptop, that helps a huge.
Do you build a written list of items to sell first, or do you just wing it? We wing it, Scott. We just sort of go through, and right now when we're trying to sort through our profit piles, and we now have different, we're going, where does this go? We have 4 piles. Pile number 1 is this is going on eBay or Etsy, and we try and then list it on eBay or Etsy. Pile number 2 is this is going to our Roadshow Antique Mall, and then we try and price it so that we can take it up to our antique booth. Pile number 3 is this is going on Maxsold. So we now have this open, and I can just add a thing in Maxsold, throw it into a tub, and then Rick can actually take the pictures like 2 days from now. He can have a whole bunch of things sitting in a tub. And then pile number 4 is this is donate. We actually have a new pile that'll be starting, which is this is Whatnot, because we're starting back on Whatnot as an auction platform again from Canada. So that's what we do. And then when we know what we've got, like I knew that we would be putting in those. Where'd they go? I knew that the first things that we would be putting in here would be the sewing machine. I knew that would be in the top numbers. So when I'm doing the numbers right now, we didn't add the jewelry lots until really near the end, Rick, right? Yeah. So we added the jewelry lots about the day before we closed this whole thing. So I'd love to see an organizer spreadsheet on how you organize it. Do you put post numbers on everything? Yeah, well, the way we do it, and it's part of how we do our pictures, Rick will do this. I'll show you this on the pictures. This is an easy way. I'll think about that for the tip lot. We do this in this particular case. One picture in the bag, close up of one side, close up another side, close up of 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 another side. Then the first picture matches the last picture. So when he's taking them in his camera, picture number 1 is that. Picture number 5 is that with 104 on the number.
So in my camera roll, I can.
So in his camera roll, he can just go, I could take all of these and dump them all in one shot over there. So hopefully you've got a couple of ideas now on how this could work for you. For us, it's over for us. We ended at $24.58. One of our highest Maxsolds ever.
Yeah.
We're making less because we're not at our discounted rate anymore.
But we have like
But
as many views for this one as the
but we had 53,000 views, which compared to our last one is like 3 times as many views.
So maybe their new company owners
So
are doing something.
There may be their advertising on Facebook and stuff like that is doing something, I guess. So again, if you're thinking about doing a Maxsold, we'll have a few videos that we'll be putting up in the next couple of weeks, and they'll be like your top 5 tips for doing a Maxsold, how to set up a Maxsold, how to take pictures for your Maxsold. We're going to do on Sunday. We'll show you how we're doing our organization for a Maxsold pickup that we'll update as well. Connect with us, as I said, down below, info@2dogsdigs. Ask us any questions that you may see. If you think about them, you can go right into the comment section here after it's closed. You can send us a question and we'll answer that on YouTube as well. We thank you so much for joining us here. And if you do, hopefully you'll be a member. If you're not a subscriber, which I think most of you are, you'll subscribe to us and you'll be able to see some of our other shows. And for those of you who are in our Kennel Club, which is an extra special thing, you can learn more about anything else we do when we talk about it in there. So thank you so much for the show. Thanks for spending another hour with us. Some of you spent an hour with us yesterday, and now you spend another hour tonight. Don't worry, you got a break now. You don't have to see us for at least another 4 days. Thanks again. And I was trying to think. Oh my God. Oh my dog, you guys. I can't remember how to sing it now. So no singing. We'll just finish. So Rick is like staring at me with a really evil look, and Doug is barking like crazy.
Hangry.
He's hangry. Oh God, I gotta feed him. Bye everyone. Thanks for popping in.
Bye.